Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Watford season on YouTube. I appreciate all the support in the first video. There's nearly 30 views on it already and a couple of likes, so I really appreciate it, guys. And just continue to do so, man, and I'll obviously be making a lot more videos as the year goes on. With this one, if we can hopefully reach 5 likes, that would be absolutely fantastic. Now let's jump into obviously the games we have been playing. We started off the first episode and we played the first episode against Tottenham and we won 3-1. Since then, it has been a shitstorm of shit results and shit performances, and we lost our goalkeeper, Willie. He is out of action. He's finally back now, but as you can see, as we lost him, we lost a shitload of games. So let's jump into the first game and have a look to see how we actually got on. We went on to beat Southampton 1-0 away from home, and I thought at this stage, oh, we're actually going to do really, really well here. I was wrong. So Hobbs on the ball, gets it to Barami. And we've had some good performances, and I've actually changed the formation about now because it just wasn't working out for me. Long ball in, and it was Zach who got on the ball to make it 1-0. Move on to the second game against Stoke. We came in with a 1-1 draw. We dominated the game, and I was really disappointed with that because we done really well. Look at the goals in this game as well. Holbus on the ball to start with has been really good at the left back position. Gabriel as well has been fantastic. So Capu on the ball to Gabriel. Nice touchdown. It's in the back of the net to make it 1-0. We then went on to concede a goal, which was pretty annoying, if I'm honest. I was quite gutted that we conceded this goal. It was Charlie Adam with the free kick in. It just kept going back and forth between their midfield and our attack. We lose out in midfield. We just pumped it forward. Don't know what's going on there. Button will collect it, but Stoke came right into the game in the second half. I was quite disappointed because we did dominate the game, and Button shown. I think Button actually got man of the bloody match, which is fantastic. There we go. Out to Shaqiri on the right hand side. I'm noticing we didn't have a lot of cover on that right hand side of the opposition field. We had players on our right hand side, but on the left hand side for us it just wasn't doing the job. So that's why we've changed things up a bit. But there we go. He scored the goal to make it 1-1. We then went on to lose to Barnsley in the Cap 1 Cup, for fuck's sake. Not great. We then went on to draw against Leicester 2-0. Let's take a look at this, the goals here as well. We actually went on to go 2-0 up, and then we just crumbled. We crumbled in the second half, which was just disgusting. So Capu on the ball to Romero. Romero down to Holbas as well. Holbas holds it up back to Capu. Nice ball out to Morgan. Interception. And it's back to Schmeichel in goals. Schmeichel gets the long ball up, and it's Zukovic who manages to intercept it down. Zach again. Good passing in midfield, which is what I want to see from the team, even though they're not great at passing. And Romero will collect it down to Holbas. He gets it past the defender in the box, and Zach there with a good effort, and Gabriel just puts it in the back of the net, which was great. Moving on to the next one here. Back to Romero. Good passing again. Gabriel in midfield picking it up. Gets it to the byline. Back to Holbas again, our left back, who again has just been a great player for us. And Zukovic at the back post there with to make it 2-0 at that stage. We moved on, and we had a throw-in deep in their half, and we just missed out for it. Capu misses out in midfield, and it's Mahrez down to Ogazaki, was actually a really good free transfer in FM14, I believe. But Vardy will play it in. As you can see on the right hand side, we were quite, I wouldn't say bad, but we had no cover on the left hand side for us at all there, which ultimately cost us the game in terms of getting a draw. In the box here by Inler, and Gomez just ran out and completely missed it. Now this is the point where we had really bad luck in terms of our goalkeeping situation. We had to play Gomez, and Gomez is just terrible. He is absolutely terrible. We then went on and get absolutely pumped off of Chelsea. Let's take a look at the goals we conceded here and see what's actually happening. Chelsea played a really strange team this game, and I started the game going, do you know what, we could come away with a result here. And I was just gutted, to be honest. Falcao with the first goal of the game, I thought it was going to be a goal, it wasn't. Mamana got injured pretty early on and he had to come off. But Pedro takes it off the defender, and it was Falcao with the first goal, which was a shame. Move on to the next goal here. Azpilicueta. Back to him, and it's Oscar. Back to John Terry, of all players, for Christ's sake, manages to pick up the second goal of the game. Fantastic result for Chelsea. And we missed the ball from a set piece again from for Christ's sake, John. We missed the ball from John, and it's straight over Prodo and into the back of the net. A shame again. Willie with the long ball up. We had him back this game, and it just wasn't great at all. We got annihilated. We got absolutely ripped apart by Chelsea, and I thought we were going to kind of get something from the game after starting so well. I was so wrong. Romero back to Capu. I'm going to say Capu. Is it Capu? Capu? I don't know. Comment down below. Tell me what it actually is, because I feel like an idiot for saying it. Long ball through to William, who just runs it past the goalkeeper and puts it in the back of the net. Fantastic. And to finish us off for the last goal. Is it? No, I think that'll do. Was it the last goal? Let's check the last goal. Here we go. Yeah, Falcao on the ball. I think this was the last goal. Did I watch this one? Yeah, it was. So yeah, we got absolutely annihilated that game of Chelsea, which was just disgraceful. We then went on to get pumped off of Manchester United. We had some early chances and we just couldn't really put them away, which was quite disappointing for myself, because we have been performing not too bad. It's just a bit of a shame, really. Just exhibit A defending from our boys there. Playing Barami at right back because we have got injury problems. Thankfully, not so much anymore. Second goal of the game, De Gea comes out to shot. Memphis Depay, the left hand side, manages to run inside to Mata, and Mata just sees the guy down at the bottom right hand corner. Ashley Young back to Darmain. He puts it back in. Good passing from Man United, man. They just ripped us apart. Our players just weren't up to the mark at all. As it goes through to Memphis Depay, it's back in, and Wayne Rooney will score again to make it 2-0. We then went on straight after that to play Liverpool. What a stupid run of games, man. I couldn't believe how bad our team actually was here. We'll look at the goals again in this game. So it's out to James Milner at the back. Joe Allen in midfield. He's actually been playing pretty well for Liverpool, especially in this game. He rips us apart in midfield. Milner up to Benteke. Benteke, being the beast that he is, manages to hold it up well, but Prodo, being a good defender, I say good, I'm going to put quotation marks in front of that because he's been absolutely shit. And Willie will just push the ball to Ibe, and it's 1-0. Next goal of the game came again from Liverpool. Joe Allen in midfield, long ball out to Jordan Ibe, I believe. And it's long ball into Tasky, who clears it well. And again, couldn't clear our lines, and Benteke, being the target man he is, puts it away. Next goal of the game, Klein at the back to Skirtle. Again, just the pass in midfield just overran us. Tasky again with a good clearance, but there's no one really pushing forward to get the ball, and Klein will just put it in, and Luan will put it away to make it 3. And we did get a consolation goal at the end here. Prodo on the ball to Oviedo. He gets it back into Thiago. Some good play here in midfield. We get it into back to Thiago. Pass it well in midfield to Romero again. Lovely one-touch football there for pass it, and Gabriel puts it away to make it 3-1. So we'll leave that game and go into the final game we played before we'll go into this episode against Aston Villa. Was against Sunderland, and we got a win. I know, amazing. Prodo manages to get the first goal of the game. Let's look at the highlights. As this Fitch crosses it in, Prodo just puts it in, and I was so happy to get that goal. We actually went 2-0 up, I believe. Yeah, 2-0 up. Zivkovic again crosses the ball in. It's Task at the back post to Gabriel, who manages to get a rebounded shot, and it's a powerful shot into the back of the net to make it 2-0. We then later on in the half got injuries in midfield, as you can see from Romero, and it's out to Holbus as well. Crosses it in, and it's away. Romero loses it at midfield. Don't know if it's because he's injured, but I couldn't make substitutions for some reason. The players I had available for me just weren't great. And Jones at right back here just gets it inside to Jordi Gomez. So much space in midfield for them, and it's back into Barini to make it 2-1. That's how the game will finish there against Sunderland. Now, looking at the league just now, we're actually doing really, really well. I say really well. We started off a lot better than this, but we're sitting there in 11th. And you know what? That's not too bad for where we're sitting in the league. We've lost 3 games. Our defensively, frailties at the back, man. We're joint second last in terms of our defence. It's terrible. But we are scoring goals. We're scoring goals. It's not too bad. So we'll jump into the game against Aston Villa, and we'll take a look at the team that we have and the players we have available for us. And it's really, really difficult this year. I found that this year's FM, if you go a really good team, it's really easy. If you go a bad team, it's really bloody hard. And this is the first year in FM where I found it particularly difficult with lower teams. I don't know if that's going to be a disappointment for anyone watching, really, because you're going to see a lot of losses this season. I can just see it. We'll jump into the game just now. We are away from home. Our away form's been okay, and we're not letting you go on loan because you've been one of our star players. And we'll take a look at the formation we've actually changed to as well. We've changed to a kind of 4-2-2-2 deep with defensive midfielders and attacking midfielders up front as well. So we do have some injuries. Now, injuries as well isn't necessarily a bad thing because it allows you to rotate players like this. And Gabriel Barbosa is out for 4 days. Romero is going to be out for 4 days as well. And we'll bring on Troy Deeney, who can play. Put a couple of false line formations, players up front, because it means that they'll drop deep a little bit and kind of interact more with the rest of the team. So we're going to change Troy Deeney to a target man, and that's what we want to do. So I'm quite happy with the team we've got there just now. Looking at the players we've got on the bench, Mana is back, which is fine. And players are a bit pissed off for some reason, no idea why, for treatment of one player. Must have went on holiday through in between games and I must have pissed off someone. So Mamana is back, he will come in, and I want to put him straight in for Prodo because Prodo has been 6.55, he's been pants, absolute pants. Ball playing defender, that will do. And we'll jump straight into the game, guys. I'm nervous about this game. I'd like to come away with another result. Yeah, we've got to start the game. So the idea behind this season for us just now is to see where we can take Watford to in the very first season. I'm wanting to get them to a stage where we're not struggling to fight relegation, but I've got a funny feeling now after the first few games we're going to be struggling with relegation, which is a bit of a shame because the team we've got is a lot of good youngsters. They're going to progress pretty well with the club, and I would not like to get relegated this season because more or less every player we've signed this season has a relegation release clause, and if we get relegated, those release clauses are like 14 million, 15 million. We're going to be in the shitter, we really are. So Zivkovic at the right hand side to Eduardo, into Troy Deeney. Nice football there to Zivkovic with the first goal of the game. Get in. That's going to be 9 minutes probably, yeah. 9 minutes for the first goal. Zivkovic. Good start, good solid start to the team. Let's see the goal in 3D form. I know it's exciting stuff. So you're probably right in saying this will be one of the worst YouTube series you'll see in YouTube. And yeah, my accent is a bit stronger than normal. Someone pointed it out. I think it's because I've got the cold. It's not normally as Scottish as this, which is kind of strange. Because my accent isn't actually that kind of rich for being Scottish. It's not too bad at all. People can understand it quite well. I think it's because I talk quite quickly, but I'll try and slow it down a little bit. But Holbus on the ball at the left hand side. He's going to cross it into Thiago Maia. Down to Zivkovic again. Good save by Brad goes into the near post. Puts it out for a corner. What can Zivkovic do? Man, these names are going to get me tongue twisted. Eduardo on the ball beats his man to Tasky. Tasky, oh my god, deflections. Deflections everywhere. Christ. Come on, boys. 1-0 up. I'm quite happy at that. Giroud getting the goal for Arsenal early on. Jamie Vardy, man, this season in real life has been absolutely exceptional. I've got him in my fantasy league and he's keeping me alive at the moment. I think he's on course. If he actually scores this weekend when he starts, or if he has a start this weekend because he is injured, he could potentially, I think, beat or go even with Ruud van Nistelrooy for the most consecutive games scored in. So I think he's going to be a really good player this year. Probably part of the England setup as well, so he's got a good striker in your hands. Unlike Scotland, we don't have anything. Zivkovic on the ball again, who's been ever present in this game. Eduardo in midfield, down to Naom. Go on, beat your man. Zivkovic inside, there's a guy free right outside there. Go on, Deeney, go on. Oh, what a goal from Troy Deeney. Zach with the layoff, and that's what I like to see. Zach is a great player in this game. I've not played too many seasons, I've not went too far into the future, so I'm not sure how he actually ends up, but the stats suggest he's going to be a phenomenal player. And I mean, what a strike across goal. Brad Guzan, no chance on that strike from Deeney. And that's what I want to see. I mean, Deeney playing the target man up front, he's going to be isolated because we've got a false nine who'll drag the players out of position. Is Zobby on the ball to, I don't know that player's name. Sendernos back to Richards. It's back in, Naom puts it away. And, oh, Willie grabs the ball. Oh man, the puns. There's going to be so many puns with him this year. There really is. Eduardo on the ball again. This is some good football from the club, man. This is great stuff. Zach on the ball, down to Naom, making use of the space we've got available at either side. Zivkovic as well. There's a guy free at the left hand side. Can put it to Zach. To Zivkovic again. Goes on with a great save. Zach just couldn't put his foot through it. Shot it straight at the keeper, which isn't great. But he's got two assists so far, Zach, this game. And I think that's position with the false nine. He's going to be more likely to get assists rather than goals. And do you know what? I'm actually quite happy with that because his stats suggest that he'll be a good attacking midfielder in the future. And you know, we're going to try and focus on that because we'll move him back once he's good enough that we can actually play him in that position and he won't be under pressure with his stats. So we'll get him trained up for that position as well. And Mamana, oh come on, god damn it. So Mamana just getting caught under pressure there and manages to lose possession in a really dangerous position, and Zobe making use of that and getting the through ball to I think it's Jordan, and I'd ball in the hole with the goal to near post. Willie just wasn't at the races. He really wasn't. That makes it 2-1. So I'm a little worried now at this stage. We're 2-1 at half time. And can we move into second half and make a bit of a difference here? I'm quite delighted with the players and they should know that. So hopefully they will be a bit more motivated now. And Mamana with a 6.1, he'll probably come off in the second half because he's not having the best of games. And to be quite honest with you, he's been out injured for a bit as well, so he's likely to be a bit, not match fitness, but match sharpness. That's something else I've noticed this season. You need to keep an eye on the match sharpness. Good God, I can't talk today. Naom on the ball, right hand side, come on, get the ball in. Zach with the goal, great assist there from Naom, making use of the both sides and the overlapping. You'll see that quite a lot for, well, obviously, whenever I play I like to do the overlapping at wing backs because the wing backs we've got are really good on the attack. And you know, the defence just can't seem to cope with it. So Naom crosses it in, and it's a terrible camera angle, Jesus Christ. But, you know, Zach puts it away to make it 3-1. He's now got a goal and 2 assists, probably man of the match performance so far. And for the moment, and for the best part, we're doing absolutely exceptional this game. Zivkovic with the ball in, Troy Deeney, target man, breaks away from his defender, 4-1, get in, and Zivkovic with the assist again. I need better names for these players. Names I can actually pronounce. That's the main thing. God, this camera angle is disgraceful. We can't see anything. But no, Troy Deeney manages to pick up the 4th goal of the game. Being the target man that he is, he's now picked up 2 goals. And we seem to be going beyond doubt here. So we're going to make the substitutions now. 15 minutes left. Christoph, he can come in and make a name for himself here. Prodo to replace Mamana. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. We did sign Brian Oviedo in the last day of the transfer window because we had injuries to left back position. And it just makes sure that, I mean, Oviedo is a great player for left back. And do you know what? He'll come in every now and then and play and rotate with the left back that we've got for injuries and red cards and things like that. And red cards this season for me have been a nightmare. I get a red card in nearly every game I lost, which is a disgrace. But do you know what? We've came out with a result here, 4-1. It was really special. We played brilliantly. And I believe Zach got man of the match. He's got 2 goals and 2 assists and a goal this game. Let's take a look at his stats overall and see how he's getting on, because he has been the bright spark in the team. And you know what? It's worth the amount I spent on him. And yeah, I'm really excited to see how he turns out for us. So, looking at his stats for us just now, he is improving in areas which aren't really ideal. But do you know what? He will improve as the season goes on. And this season in the league itself, for his debut season, I can see him scoring maybe 15 league goals this season. I think that's where he'll end up, between 15 and 20, if he can keep fit. And I mean, 4 and 9 so far is really good. 2 man of the matches and 2 assists. And quite a good rating overall. And looking at our best players this season, Hobus, our left back, has been exceptional. And Romero as well, 7.31. Naom, 7.3. Fantastic. And Troy Deeney as well. He actually went out injured after the first game, which was a nightmare. But he's came back in 4 games, 2 goals and 2 assists. So do you know what, guys? Things are going pretty well. They're on the up again. We'll come back again. We'll play a few games. Maybe come back for around the Norwich Swansea game. Then we'll go off again. And we'll come back after the new year. So we'll probably find it'll be maybe around 10 episodes per season. And if that's where you want to see it, guys, then let us know down in the comments below. And yeah, like I said, if we can reach 5 likes in this video, that'd be absolutely fantastic. And just keep your support going. I really do appreciate it. It helps me out and lets me know that people who are watching are actually enjoying the episode. And if you want me to change anything, just give us a shout. Alright, so that's the end of the first episode, guys. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye bye.